And hello and welcome to this edition of Black Knights Weekly, Show 5. Heath Trabue coming to you from Trophy Point on the campus of the United States Military Academy. We have a great show lined up for you. We have Michael and Justin Kim of the men's soccer team and the Cadet Spotlight, Lieutenant Colonel Mark West, the head coach of the sprint football team here in the coach's corner. Football plays teammate trivia, and we preview the weekend ahead in Army athletics. But first, let's take a closer look at Trophy Point. Designed by architect Stanford White, the site was dedicated in 1897. Battle Monument is one of many prominent pieces that dot the landscape at Trophy Point. The area also features numerous pieces of captured artillery, which is what gives the site its name. And that's a closer look at Trophy Point. And now, let's meet a pair of brothers on the men's soccer team, Michael and Justin Kim.
I kind of made a quick decision to come here. I don't know, I didn't really think too much about it.
I mean, my brother come here played a big part of it because I really wanted to play soccer with him again. And this is probably my last chance to play competitive soccer with him. So him coming here definitely played a big part in my decision coming here.
You know, when I got the job here, I remember within the first couple weeks talking to Stephen Kim, Mike and Justin's father, and Stephen telling me that, you know, his next youngest son was ready to go. This was right in the middle of his junior year, and he wanted to follow in the footsteps of his brother and be a part of the program. And you know, we were all too happy for it because we had already seen him play with the LA Galaxy Academy team, and he was a very good player for them. So you know, it was great to have that family line come through the program.
When my brother was starting the process to come here, I kind of talked him through it and told him kind of the truth about the place. And I mean, when it came down to it, I said, I mean, it's all up to you. I know both my parents were pretty good about that. They said, it's your decision, but if you do go through with it, I mean, you guys are gonna have to commit like 100% to it.
He just wanted me to make my own decision. It's not like anyone was pushing me to come here. I wanted to come here to play with him, and you know, it's a good opportunity, good college and everything. So,
I mean, it's great. I mean, I loved it in high school, and I also love it here. It's a rare thing to be able to play with your brother, and I know in high school we had a lot of fun, and yeah, it's great. When I found out that he was gonna come here, I was pretty happy.
I mean, just being on the same field as him, you know, just playing with him is always great, and it's been a long time since I got to play with him on the same field, so it's always good to be with my brother.
And it's been a joy to coach both of them. You know, they always bring, you know, different challenges to the table in terms of, you know, Justin being a freshman and learning how to play in that role that we have him in right now, and learning how to play to his strengths, and Mike being obviously a four-year guy now that has tremendous attacking ability and ability to change a game and ability to bring other people into play. And so, you know, it's been exciting to have both of them here.
Yeah, I mean, it's my last year playing collegiate soccer, and just I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I was pretty stoked when I first found out like he was coming, and just being able to practice with them every day and play with them, travel together, it's just been great.
And that's Michael and Justin Kim. Coming up, I talk with the head coach of the sprint football team, Lieutenant Colonel Mark West, and football plays teammate trivia.
Army takes on Stony Brook on September 29th.
Coming up, football plays teammate trivia, but first, I sit down with the head coach of the sprint football team, Lieutenant Colonel Mark West. And now joined in the coach's corner by the head coach of the sprint football team here at West Point, Lieutenant Colonel West. And first off, Coach, pretty good start to the season. You're 2-0. You get Mansfield coming up. What do you want to see from your guys this weekend?
Well, you're right. You know, we're off to a great start. You know, can't ask for better than 2-0. But you know, that's we're not satisfied. We know we can play better. We strive for perfection in all that we do. Offensively, we play fast, and we want to continue to do that. Continue to protect the football. We got a good balanced attack right now with our run and our pass. So, continue to attack and play fast, and then defensively, attack is our motto on the defensive side, and we really want to try to put our opponent on their heels. And so, if we can continue to do that, I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, and West Point alum for you, 3-year starter on the Sprint football team, captain your senior year. Talk a little bit about your experience playing for this program.
Well, the Sprint football program for me, and of course back then we called it 150s lightweight football, but it was really a blessing in that I was trying to play Division I, the big boy team, when I first got here, and things didn't quite work out, and I ended up playing 3 years for the Sprint team. So for me, it was a blessing, gave me an opportunity to continue to play college football, and I think a lot of the guys on our team today see it that way. Had it not been for Sprint football, they probably wouldn't be playing collegiate football right now. So we had a lot of camaraderie, we had a lot of success, and that's one of the things that I've tried to do as the head coach of the program, is to re-engage with our alumni, those former players out there who brought so much success back to the program, won championships, beat Navy year in and year out. I really wanted to bring them back into the fold and have them really show our players, what excellence is all about. We do that every year through an alumni game, and it's a great way to re-engage our alumni and get them back involved with the program. So Sprint football means a lot to me, and I want to bring that passion to the program.
And just as far as the college experience, you enter your 21st year of service in the military, and you kind of talk about the layer of academics and athletics for just any college in general, and here at West Point there's that extra layer. Sure. What do you kind of bring to the table as far as being able to teach the guys a little thing? Because you obviously a West Point alum, military service, and then also the Sprint football player.
Yeah, I guess that's unique, for me in my situation, is that I happen to be an active duty officer, with the privilege of coaching this team. So I certainly bring that aspect, Army service, a couple of deployments, and so I can share those experiences with the guys. Of course, being a former player and a cadet, I know what they go through on a day-to-day basis. So, there's a lot of teaching and learning that's going on, away from the football field, if they concentrate on being a complete cadet, both in the academic building, both over in their barracks, in the military life, and on the athletic field, then that's what we want for our program. We want the Sprint football program to be the model athletic program for the academy, and we really emphasize with our players to be a well-rounded student athlete.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm Momo Khan.
I'm Dan Whitaker.
We're on the Army football team.
And this is teammate trivia.
I think we're going to smoke it.
Pretty sure I know everything about.
I don't think there's anything that has happened in Dan's life that I have not been a part of or heard of.
Some people have called me his father from time to time.
No one has ever said that.
I take care of him on weekends. And
no, he doesn't. I am a free and independent person.
Oh my God.
Say that.
How did you know?
I know everything about you.
You don't.
Yes, I do. God. You don't even know me.
That is your favorite color.
What did you write? Oh my God! It's half right.
I mean,
it's half right.
I'm not sure if you want to. Like,
what were you gonna write? What was the nickname you were gonna write?
Wild Bill.
Yeah, that you could have wrote that.
I mean, that's technically his name.
Yeah, that's what he likes to go by too.
I'm gonna spell this wrong though.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh my God! You do know.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had an or in there.
Yeah. You can't be making like.
I mean, but you would have guessed the other one too.
You gotta give me the same respect that I gave you.
Oh my God.
I knew you were gonna get that one. As soon as I saw the question, I was like,
I don't respect you though. You're not going to get it right, too.
This is definitely what he wanted to be.
That is not what I wanted to be. That's exactly what you wanted to be.
Well, that's what I still want to be, so that doesn't even count.
Then it does count. Do you want to know what I wrote down?
What did you write?
I wanted to be Benny the Bull. Ever since I was a kid.
Alright. I'm not sure which one it is.
How close is that?
Not even.
That's somewhat close.
Actually, you got two of them. They're just, I mean, it's 925.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's close. What is yours?
Mine's 847.
What did those
But
guys have on there?
my old phone number is 847. My area code is 317. So you were close too, actually. Especially with that last part.
What was your South Korean area code?
I don't know. My mom knows. You have to ask her.
We can't talk unless we do these quotes. Too easy.
That was a gimme. That was when you gave us that question. That was a gimme.
If we didn't have comedy, we wouldn't even talk to each other.
That's how we communicate, is through Step Brothers and Pineapple Express movie quotes.
All day. I think one of the biggest things I needed to think like the enemy. And in this case, I was just trying to think about what he's shown me, but I should have got inside of his head.
Too bad there's nothing inside of my head, so there's nothing to steal if he even
gets
in
there. There's a lot of
there.
room in there, but...
I should have realized that he was going to put... I mean, I got most of them right, actually, because I won, because I'm the superior.
Dude. Just gloat.
I'm just the superior competitor in this competition.
God. What's it like being 5'11"?
It's... I thought you were going to say, what's it like to be the best? Because it's not easy. It is hard being humble, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And with 6.5 points, football now takes the lead in the standings of teammate trivia. Coming up, we preview the weekend ahead in Army athletics.
This is Scott Swanson, Director of Strength and Conditioning at West Point, with our training tip of the week. Remember, always consult your doctor before starting any exercise program. Here are some tips to help restart an exercise habit and how to keep it. First, don't break the habit. Second, reward yourself for showing up. Third, commit for 30 days. 4, make it fun. Make your workouts exciting every time you go into the gym. And 5, schedule during quiet hours. That is your training tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Trent Brown.
And I'm Josh Gopi.
And we're on the Army men's soccer team, and we're playing Navy on Sunday at 2 p.m. at PPL Park in Philadelphia.
Hope y'all can come out and support.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Busy times ahead for the Black Knights. Here's your weekend preview. Cross country kicks things off on Friday. They'll head to the Paul Short Run in Bethlehem, PA. Head coach Troy Engel on what the Black Knights should expect from their competition.
Year in and year out, Paul Short provides not only probably our first taste of really solid competition from outside the region, but also it provides a pretty good snapshot typically of what the conference meet is going to be there. I think that looking at this year's entries, it appears that all of the women's teams in the conference will be competing on the same day, on the same course, and all but 1 or 2 of the men's teams from the conference. And the beauty is it's not just a conference race. It's in a far greater competition with some of the best teams from around not only the East Coast, but from outside the region as well. So obviously what we want to get out of it is an opportunity for us to run against solid teams, for our front runners to get a chance to continue to compete against better and better competition, but also to get a little bit of a snapshot a couple of weeks before Navy and about a month before the conference, how we kind of look going into that championship part of our season.
Volleyball will host a pair of Patriot League contests this weekend in Gillis Fieldhouse. Friday night at 7 p.m., the Black Knights take on Bucknell, and Saturday, Army matches up with Colgate. Here's head coach Alma Cavacci.
Well, it's glad to be home for at least a month now. So with Bucknell, they're tall and they block really well. So we are going to make sure that we focus on our serving and passing and get our offense going. Colgate is very similar to us, very athletic, kind of run the same offense. But again, we are going to focus on what we can control, and that's winning the serve and pass game and get our offense going. So that's what we're going to focus on this weekend, making sure that we play as a team and we work together and execute the game plan well.
Saturday we'll also see 3 other teams in action for Army. The football team will play host to Stony Brook at Michie Stadium. Kickoff is set for 12 p.m. Women's soccer travels to Massachusetts to take on Holy Cross at 1 p.m. And sprint football travels to Mansfield. That game also a 1 p.m. start. Then Sunday it's all about Army-Navy. Men's soccer heads to PPL Park in Philadelphia. And a 2 p.m. start against their Service Academy rival. Head coach Russell Payne on the rivalry and the venue.
Yeah, every year, that's one of the special things about being at an academy is when you have an opportunity to play another academy, and every year we have Navy in league, so it's an opportunity to take part in a storied traditional rivalry. This year playing down at PPL Park brings a lot more excitement to everybody involved. Just playing in a Major League Soccer venue is a pretty special opportunity to have for our players. So we're really looking forward to it. Outside of that, it's a league game. It's a league game that you always want to do well in and give yourself your best opportunity to get those points. So that's the way we're looking at it.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Black Knights Weekly. Until next time, go Army, beat Navy.